Just first of all, describe to us and tell us what you're showing here at the Post Expo you're hosting here in Vienna.
Well, since we are host here, we really tried to have an interesting stand on this exhibition, and the main thing we show is our self-service kiosk, where we have new services, 24-hour, 7 days, self-service for sending and receiving parcels, and other postal organizations are obviously very interested because the Danish Post has been here, postal organizations from Africa, also oversee postal organizations who have a look at it and say, well, that's a fine solution which really makes it easy to receive, but especially to send parcels in a one-stop solution, yeah, and without any other people needed. Yeah.
It's interesting because that, in terms of the customer getting used to that type of service in different parts of the world, it's still very much a learning experience. So it's important for Post to come to see what Austria Post is doing with this.
Yeah, and I think in the bank business we already have this 24-hour 7 self-service areas. So I think here in Austria people are used to it, and now the Austrian Post has a similar service, and the acceptance is very high. So I think this is quite a good solution.
And what are the important aspects you need to get right with that? The reliability and also, I guess, for the customer, ease of use?
I think it's the main point is usability. To make it very, very easy, understandable for all kind of people, not only for the young ones who are used to make self-service, but also for the elder ones. And I think it's so easy and so self-explaining that the acceptance is higher.
And you've been saying about the reaction here. It must be really useful for Austria Post to find out what people are thinking, to get that kind of feedback.
Yeah, sure, because other organizations tell us what they have already tried, what went well, what didn't go very well. So I think it's also very good to get a feedback from other organizations to see where I'm standing, what are the others doing. So I think it's very useful for us as well. Yeah.
And in terms of the show, you've had a chance, I guess, to have a little look round as well. And this is a fairly important show to network and learn about what's going on.
Yeah, I think the exhibition is fine. There are very interesting companies presenting themselves, especially on the technical side. But it's also a network event. Yeah? So you get to know people from all over the world. I just had guys from Botswana here who were interested in the presentation about fulfillment. And they said, well, we will do similar. Can you send us the presentation? Had contact to the Swedish Post. So I think that's one of the main reasons to go to such an event, to get to know people who have the same topics, who have already developed some solutions, who have questions. So I think that's networking. Yeah?